Kantar X3 in more recent versions has got record and playback, which means if you have recorded a track and you're not happy with it, you've got all your ISO tracks there and you can remix it. So first thing you do, you need to go to the audio and timecode menu and turn on record and playback. That's the first step. Nothing will work unless you do that. Then go back to stop, press the shift button, because these are what we call blue functions, and then we go to the browser position, which now has a special green border to it. So in the browser, you have the track which I've recorded, but I wasn't happy with the mix. The source is up here at the top, so it's coming from the SSD. This is my project, and this is my day folder, and it's clone mode. Clone is really remix. Clone is a bad way of describing it because it's not a complete clone, because the mix tracks will be different, but that's what it's called at the moment. So 6.6 is my track. If I go function F3, what it will do, it takes the tracks and puts it in this bank here. So these are the tracks I'm playing back. I'm not playing back the mix tracks because I'm going to re-record those. I'm going to mix them from the Kantar M. Now, I'm using the same tracks. The other thing I have to do is close the mic inputs which led to those tracks. Otherwise, if those mics are still open, it'll be a combination of the playback and those mics which are still live. So having set that up, I then go to blue functions again, into pre-record or into test, where I can actually go into it and I can listen to it. And that enables me just to check that everything is there and I can do a practice on it. But then to do it for real, I go into pre-record here. Once again, I've got a green background so that I know that everything is in the record and playback mode. And then if I go into record, cue my previous track, and here we go. So a little bit of pre-record on there, and then it starts with Simon.
The tree doesn't wet down as Teresa is dusted up by costume. Donald, by the tank, looks over to Boris yelling directions from a tented video village.
Teresa's down there, pinned under the Land Rover, and your unit are going to have to save her.
Donald nods, but he's hardly listening. His mind is somewhere else. Everyone gets into position.
And action.
Donald starts running down the battlefield.
You're running out of time. You've got to save her. She's going to die on your watch if you don't save her, and she's like a mother to you.
Pyrotechnics explode all around, everything in slow-mo as...
There we are, re-recorded.